Have a great game, boss.
You're now connected to Jackie Zulu.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. And the starting group for the Spurs. And for New York, they've got Josh Giddey. Edwards is out there with Kuminga. Then there's Jay, and it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
Here's Diaz. Coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. To the inside. He's looking for Embiid and finds him.
Yeah, there is no way to stop it. It has not been physically created a way to stop. His length, his massive hands don't catch any lob.
Now, here's Vassell. Releases. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Inside, Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. 4-point game. They set the pick. Almost, but it rolls out. Now the Knicks with it. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Here's Diaz. 5 on the clock. Embiid inside the line. San Antonio with the rebound. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
The poor rebounding is something that they'll have to shore up going forward. It puts you at such a disadvantage when you look at the battle of possessions.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Jay.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Here's Wembanyama. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah, and he was piling up the blocks, too, 4 of them. And it's about more than just that number. It's about getting into shooters' heads.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. After the basket by San Antonio. Here's Diaz. And the shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Vassell. After the made shot from Diaz. Embiid with the steal. And another turnover here by New York. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Joel Embiid.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Giannou covered by Diaz. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wembanyama gets the bucket. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take a call. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at New York, they're looking extremely sharp right now. Poised in the top spot and playing very well.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And they take the lead. And it's 7 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence. And talking about the talented swingman, Devin Vassell, his offense has really improved of late.
Well, it's clear he put in a lot of work into improving that part of his game, especially his three-point shot, and he's not done growing yet.
Here's Diaz, following the bucket by the Spurs. Out to Porzingis. To end the run, and that one goes long. Spurs leading by 3. Craig, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Here's Diaz. The dish to Embiid. Jams the shot with nobody near him.
You want to know what the epitome of using your size and skill? It's Joel Embiid.
Pass to Kispert. Vassell with it. Here's the 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Diaz. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, Richard, the trade deadline is passed. Is that a sign of relief for a lot of the guys in the league?
Now, it depends on your situation. If you're happy, that deadline can't pass fast enough. If you're unhappy and still in the same place, these last few weeks are rough.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Knicks. Now here is Harris. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Count it.
Look, as his career has gone on, the vision, let's say it's improved for Harris.
Hachimura, the pass to Diaz. 1:44 left in the first. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. To the middle, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And I understand that people might not realize this, but he's 6'7". You cannot forget about his bounce because he's got something.
Here's Diaz. And there's the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Now, here's Vassell. .106 left to play in the first. Harris up top. Headed by Porzingis. And that one, good. He's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And there's the pass to Diaz. Porzingis with a screen on Vassell. The 3 ball. Porzingis can't hit. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
Bowen the pass to Harris. We got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Vassell. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Shoots from the baseline. And that one hits back iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so it's San Antonio in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for San Antonio?
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
We've got Hachimura. Jay out there with Jordan Poole. And there's Porzingis. And it's Nwora in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Jay, in that last matchup against Los Angeles, was a man on a mission. He had 69 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And if they win tonight, Kevin, it would be 10 straight, and MP has had a big hand in all of them.
And this team is one of the hotter teams we've seen in a while. They're doing everything right. And MP's presence is clearly helping the cause.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Now, Wembanyama. He has 7. The shot from the low post is good. Wembanyama's got 9 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Richard, as a former Spur, what strikes you most about the character of the franchise?
Well, there's a stability there in San Antonio that you don't find in other teams. That's part of the reason why they didn't fit in well. As a player or a fan, you can have the confidence that this organization has a solid plan. A good percentage from here. Harris over 80% for his career.
And Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster.
Hachimura kicks to Kuminga. And a miss there on the triple.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Passes to Harris. The 19-footer is on the money. Harris has got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Screen by Porzingis. Fires the 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Such assertiveness. This is why Porzingis is a go-to option on offense. Never afraid to take a big shot.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Count that one. Wembanyama's got 4 points this quarter.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Here's Diaz. Offline with his 3. Spurs leading by 12. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's it. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Well, you can tell these guys are on the same page. They're communicating well. Each guy has his role and isn't trying to go out.
And now something. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the floor for San Antonio. The three. Rebound San Antonio.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I like when Vassell takes initiative on offense because it forces defenders to compromise at times.
At the line, 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Knicks shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Diaz the pass to Giddey. Here's Diaz. Covered by Vassell. Embiid with a screen on Vassell. Here's Kispert. It's rebounded by Kuminga. New York with the ball. Fires the three. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Diaz.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
To the inside, Wembanyama. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Diaz. Off with the layup.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
From past the arc. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Spurs leading by 22.
53-31.
Giannou covered by Diaz. Here's Giannou. It's rebounded by New York.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Embiid the screen. Diaz the pass to Kuminga. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Diaz. Vassell grabs the board. The Spurs have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama has this uncanny combination of size and skill. He says most bigs play basketball because they're tall. I started playing before I knew I would be this height. Since I was 5 or 6 years old, I always had a ball. I was built for this, I guess. All of what happens to me, I expected for myself. Kevin?
Yeah, a long road, D.A. Thank you. Diaz, good.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks just.
Spurs lead 55.
And Wembanyama outside. Fires it up. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This has been good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the gas.
You got this, baby. Good time to start.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at San Antonio. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
And you know, for the Spurs, lately they've been off their game just a little bit. It's led to them losing that top spot here in the standings.
They've got plenty of time left to get back to being the team we thought they'd be heading into the year. But they better do it quick.
Here's Diaz. He's got 18. Misses the fallback J.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Pass to Kispert. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Wembanyama has got 7 points for the quarter.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And Benyama with it. Kuminga on him. New York's got 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Washington where they'll take on the Wizards.
And for the game with the Mavericks, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Here's Vassell. He takes that one up and powers it through.
Strong finish by Vassell, showing off that bounce right there.
Here's Diaz. He's got 18. And the shot goes in. Diaz has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Great quarter at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Giannou, guarded by Diaz. Vassell against Giddey. And the basket by Vassell.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Edwards finds Embiid. Here's Diaz. 20 points for him. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Diaz has got 23.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Vassell. 17 points in the game. Over Giddey. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Stolen by Kispert. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Rejected by Diaz. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of the Spurs retain possession. And the Spurs making a change here. There's 48 seconds left in the third.
His three-point shooting kind of dried up in the second half. He is yet to make one after knocking down 3 before halftime.
Hachimura with a screen on Harris. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Walsh. For San Antonio, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6-13 from the field here in the third.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Here's Diaz. Good on the triple. He's got 26.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Now here is Harris. Three-pointer. No good. And so it's San Antonio riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights up. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Jay, Rui Hachimura out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Edwards. And it's Porzingis in its center. That's the 5 for New York right now. Throwing the pass to Wembanyama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. So it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. The shot by Diaz, no good. Spurs leading by 20. Here's Cotton. It's hauled in by Edwards. the pass to Diaz. Inside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of position. Once he's established, it's over.
Bowen, good.
And talk about a terrific stroke. The defense was hoping that a three ball that deep wasn't going in.
Takes the three. The shot by Diaz, no good. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. It's deflected. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. To the left wing. Screen by Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Diaz, good. Diaz has got 31.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Pass to Bowen. From the arc. That shot off.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep this team in the game.
55.
Wembanyama against Hachimura. Wembanyama, no good. Knicks trail by 16. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Diaz, and again, New York with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Passes it to Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama. Cotton, the pass to Bowen. And Shea gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Kispert. Giannou, defended by Diaz. Pass to Kispert. Down low. Wembanyama gets the bucket. Wembanyama's got 9 points here in the second half. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 13-5 run here. Hit by Kuminga. Diaz, the pass to Kuminga. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Wembanyama outside. They double team Wembanyama. Kicks to Kispert. Beyond the arc. Vassell, no good. Knicks trail by 13. A 3-ball. And the 3 is knocked down. Deep ball, good. A nice shot from Diaz.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Wembanyama outside. Giannou, guarded by Diaz. Here's Kispert, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
There's Diaz. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Giddey against Vassell. There's the 3. Here's Serge. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Edwards has come in for Hachimura. Here's Diaz, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hurt?
Spurs leading by 10. Out left of the wing. And here is Kispert. The The pass to Wembanyama. Clock at 4. And Kispert the bucket on the assist by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Diaz. Good! Another from 3. He's really snapping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
Wembanyama looking it over. Out to the wing. Goes up the baseline. Here's Diaz. Hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
San Antonio leading. Giannis guarded by Embiid. Here's Serge. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. In a moment here, we'll take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Hit by Kuminga. The tray, and stolen by Wembanyama. There's 49 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. It's stolen by Kuminga. Here's Diaz. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
He's on fire.
Spurs lead 82.
Vassell with it. Giannis. He's guarded by Diaz. Giannis. Tipped away. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Jonathan Kuminga. Third personal foul. 13.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
At the line. 2 shots.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. For the 3. Connects again from distance. He's really snapping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
New York.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Second personal
It's
foul.
his work ethic that Devin Vassell has earned the trust of his teammates, and it shows on the court. He's become a more aggressive and confident player.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Big spot here for Vassell, but you can tell that he loves these moments.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ballgame.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window for those moves.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Diaz. No good on the 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Here's Diaz. No good on the quick 3. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Okay, tell me, which NBA cities are...
Short memory. On to the next.
I know
team.
it's just a number, but a 9-game winning streak is a big...
Also, though, I want to try to be
Let's make it 2-0 versus Scoop. You got this.